All right, so it's your boy Vader. This is On the Rise, and today we have 3P. How you doing today?
Cool, bro. For me, I'm trying to like keep my head up today. It's a fake a hard day for me, but come here, do an interview for me, do what I do type shit.
Word. So, like, you know what I'm saying? What's been going on? How's life? Like, I know you say you got shit going on, but you know what I mean?
For me, life going, for me, it's going alright. It's going the way how it should be for me, cause like I feel like I'm going through a big upgrade, cause like if you know, you know. Like back then I was like real fucked up, and I was going through a dark place. I was going through a dark time, for me. But now like I feel like I got my head on a swivel type shit, and I'm just, for me, I feel like I'm good, but I'm not where I want to be yet. I'm just striving, I'm keep grinding till I get there type shit.
Word. So how I know you is obviously in music. Like I was saying before off camera, like we know of each other. And I mean, even back in the day, me going to local shows, seeing you taking photos and everything.
Yeah.
So I know that you're like a very versatile dude with like music and everything, very in tune with the 518 area. Could you like just give me a backstory, just so I can know you better, the audience and your fans, like what it's like, what it was like growing up in Albany. You're from Albany, correct?
Yeah. Well, for me, it wasn't nothing too crazy. It's like, as a kid, I just was going through everything that a kid would go through, like getting to fights, skipping school, just doing regular kid shit that anybody would go through. I wasn't going through nothing crazy. Like, I feel like the tough times that I'm going through is probably I'm going to go through now type shit. But like growing up, I feel like I didn't really have a hard life, but for me, it could have been better, but I'm satisfied with it. It made me the man I am today type shit. So I wouldn't look back and be, for me, regretted.
Word. And like, what got you into like music, like specifically?
Well, for me, it was just one day, bro. I was just hearing my son Rich just freestyling type shit, and I just felt like, for me, I could do that. Like, I feel like I could do that. I feel like that could be my thing too as well type shit. Cause I always was a fan of music. Like, I always used to dance like as a kid. Like, I ain't gonna front. If you know, you know. Like I said, I was a big fan of Chris Brown when I was like a little kid type shit. That's my idol. So like I always wanted to be like a music kind of nigga. But before like that music shit, like for me, I wanted to get into sports. But then after sports, started smoking weed and shit. Then I just started hearing bro like freestyle and shit. And just do what he do. That shit just got me hooked into music. And then I just found my wave type shit. I just found my sound. And then I just started going with the flow type shit. Once I found my flow, that's when I knew I could go far with this shit. I could just run with it.
So like, what would you say is like the first like song, or like what would you say is not even the first song? We can get to that after, but what would you say is like, actually, yeah, no. Yeah, what would be like the first song that like you really got like traction on, that really like made you like realize that like people really take me serious out here?
I would say, you mean like the song that really got me lit, or like that like people like the song that people recognize me on?
I would say a song that people, I would say a song. I guess in a way, I would say the song that like got you lit.
I would say this song "Being Rich" got the Nana. Feel me? That song will always be a classic, and that's my first 100K song with bro. For me, cause low key everybody thought like it was just bro's song at first, cause for me they would just hear the hook and then they hear my verse and think that's still bro. For me, but bro let niggas know like, nah, that's not just me on the song. For me, that's 3P to go. That's when people like really start looking into my music by myself, and then that's when I start really getting noticed. But I really got lit off the Nana song, cause that's what made everybody tune in.
Yeah. And so since you had mentioned before, like you were like, oh well, you had asked me what were the song that like you're most recognized for. What was that song?
I'll say "To Force My Hand," cause a lot of people thought when I made the Nana song, I was just on like straight R&B singing songs and straight songs for females, for the bitches, feel me?
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. But so when shout out Squad, when Squad was doing that like that How to Rob shit and everything, and then other people like other artists started mentioning me in their songs, it was like, all right, now I gotta get back on my rap shit. Cause before I started making all that love, like R&B shit. I was straight just on rap and drill shit. So when I made that song, people like that's what made people like, oh, he can really do both. Like he can make singing song for the bitches, and he can bump on the track like just rap and spit bars. Yeah, he going crazy. So I say Force My Hand. That's what people really recognize me on.
Or yeah, because when it's funny that you said that because I was gonna ask you about that, but I didn't know that was the most like song you say you recognize for because I remember when I first looked at it, I thought that I was gonna click on like a R&B type melodic song. I'm not even on cap. Like I thought it was gonna be something like that, and then I remember I played it in the car and shit. And I was just like, wait, what the fuck?
It fucked everybody up. It didn't fuck everybody up, but it made everybody surprised. Like, oh, yeah. But the people like who really knew me, they know like that rapping shit is nothing for me. I like the rapping shit. I elevated from rapping from making a song type shit. So for me, like, I could rap circles like in my sleep, all kinds of shit. For me, I could freestyle whatever. Like I'll be just be on the end at the crib, just freestyling and shit for me. So, but when I made that song, that's what made people like really look into me. Like, oh yeah, he can be something bigger than what we think he could be. For me, that's what made. Well, that and the performance me and bro had for G Herbo. Sadly, for me, turn of events fucked that up, but. Yeah, that shit too. That shit was active to the max. I really missed that day, but it is what it is.
Yeah, nah, I was there.
Yeah,
I was there. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, like you remember when we really had the crowd lit. Like, that shit, like, cause when I be going on YouTube, I'll be looking at the footage and I'll be just be looking at the lights, like, damn, like, that was like, like I always like thought about it, like I could really sell out a show, like, feel me? And then when I look at that, it's like, damn, that shit was just one of the lifetime moments type shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. Like, like I said, like, you know, we know of each other, so I've definitely seen every time, like, you speak about something, every time, like, you do something with music, you know, people really listen, mm-hmm. You feel me? So I think that's, like, super cool, you know what I mean? But, yeah, bro, and recently, which is, like, when I say recently, literally just a couple of days ago, you went to have a performance, at the K Flock show. He didn't show. Well, he was there, but he didn't do it. That's a whole nother story. No offense. But like, yeah, bro. What was it like? You know, performing like on stage? Did you ever get to perform, or was it? How did that go?
The performance was lit. I could say that for me because I ain't performing a little minute till after like the G Herbo show. Like that was like a show I could really open up for an artist. But the performance was alright. Mm-hmm. It was active.
It was active. Mm-hmm. Well, like, could I ask you, like, what is it like, even talking about the G Herbo show, like, what is it like being an artist and just seeing, like hundreds or thousands, you know, people in front of you, you know what I mean?
It's a different feeling because, like, it make you feel like that you're going to freeze up and you don't know what you're going to think. You don't know if the crowd going to fuck with you, the crowd not going to fuck with you. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. But it's just, when you get on there, you just gotta don't even think about what you're gonna do, just do it. And whatever the crowd like, just keep doing it. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel, like that's how I've like peep out, like, cause I peep like, I peep how Lil Uzi, Travis Scott, like they be really turning out their shows, cause like they real like rock stars, feel me? Like they really turn up on their shows, like really jump in the crowd. Like that's my number one thing. Like I really want to do. Like I really want to crowd surf one time. Like when I get famous, or even if I get a show open up and the crowd get lit, I just want to crowd surf one time. But I feel like on stage, you just see all those lights. It's like, damn, like the spotlight is really on you. Like everything just stopped. Time just stopped, and it's about you, what you are gonna do. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel like for an artist type shit. And if any artists know, like, ever did a show, they know what I mean.
Word, bro. And, you know, going off of that, like you said, you made the song Nah with, it was YK Rich, correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. What was it like making that song together, like being in the booth? Like, what was that experience like?
Well, it wasn't like we made like, cause before we even went to the booth, we had the song down. We had the song down pat. It was just a day like when we came up with it, cause we would just feel me just beat surfing, feel me just going through beats, and we just found out one beat, and then I just came up with the hook like, not the hook. I came up with the hook like nah 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 nah, and then bro was like, yo, what you just say? Nah, do that again. And then we just kept rehearsing it. That's when he came up with the hook, and then that shit was just then I came up with my verse, and he just came up with his verse, and then it just became what it was. It was just history after that.
Word. So like, what's your relationship like with Rich?
That's like when you talk about somebody that really you came up with the mob with them, like that's really my mob brother. Like for me, like anything, like we did like with this music shit. For me, we done came up together with this shit. For me, like anything that we done, like it be times that we don't go to the booth with each other, but most of the times like the songs that we like our hits, we done been to the booth with each other. You feel me? And it's like I knew bro for like plus years, and then you like when it like my definition of a day one is like it could be someone that you knew for a minute, but it could also be someone that you just met and been solid with you since day one, and that's bro for me. That's really my day one. Ever since I met him and been close with him, and been solid for me, just straight love ever since.
Word, bro. Yeah, it means a lot to like be able to like depend on people that, you know what I'm saying, that really got your back. Cause in this world, not everyone is like genuine and solid. You feel me?
For me, yeah. It been times where we brothers. For me, brothers fall out, brothers fight, do whatever. But like it all depends on how y'all bounce back. And feel me, it been times when me and bro, like we done had like petty arguments, we done fell out, but we always bounce back with each other. And like it been like that with a couple of my homies. Like feel me, that's just how it is with us. Feel me, we know how to like bounce back from situations that's petty and just like clown shit. For me, like we'll argue about some shit, fall out, but then we'll bounce back the next day or the next hour, pass a clip to each other, chop it up, be like, bro, that shit was just that stupid. Feel me? That's what real niggas do. For me, that's what, if that shit means, for me, you shouldn't have no problem with admitting that you was wrong and chopping it up with him. For me, if that's really your blood, like how you say he is, that's how I see it. And that's how the relationship I got with Rich and the rest of my homies.
Word, bro. And that's good. Cause me, I wish I had that. there are people, I got like a couple, like two. But sometimes that's all you really need. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, do you make music like with other people, like anybody else, like any of your other friends that you like really like collaborating with?
Yeah, like I make I fuck with everybody, but the niggas like I'm close with, I make songs with them. Like I got mad songs with TB. For me, got a couple songs with a couple niggas. Got mad songs with Ace and the Vault, like just mad people. But it's just they just old shit or like shit that like we were just playing around where it's just like we made and we start making it and we just never finished it and we forgot to make it. I got a song with Lamont like from like fucking like 4 years ago. The nigga that made that hit your bitch like 1, 2, 3. I got a song with that nigga like from 4 years ago that we never dropped. And that shit, yeah, for me that shit and that shit's that has some heat too. I forgot what the song was called, but I remember it. We guys got a song together for like 4 years ago.
I remember I saw that video that was like the snippet of the song and on Facebook. The shit was like going up. I'd never seen this dude before. I'm like,
nah, I never like when I first heard it. I never knew him either, but my boy 2E's, that was his man's. So I met him through him type shit at a party one time. When we was on performing, and me and Rich, we had that shit lit, but then he had that shit lit with that 1, 2, 3 shit. I ain't gonna front. He had that shit active with that shit. Word. It's crazy though, cause bro, like that 1, 2, 3 shit really a classic for real. I'm like a lot of people be saying like niggas be one-hit wonders and shit, but feel me, you can't like doubt the fact that it's not a classic. That's gonna be a hit regardless, or whatever anybody say.
Yeah, I feel like people out here like be downplaying a lot of people and shit, and the type of person I am is like I like the spot that I'm at because I could just come out and say really whatever the fuck I want. Like And no one really gonna hold me to it as much because I'm a media guy. I'm just saying my opinion opposed to, I know like people out here is like very divided too. So you can only say you can only say so much. You feel me? And have an opinion on so much, you know? But yeah, bro, like, you know, being in Albany, obviously, like, there's like different ties and stuff like that. How do you like, you know, get through like your trials and tribulations, like, you feel me? Because I know you've been through a lot, you know?
I just try to think about the outcome of what it could be, like, for me. Like, I just think about, like, the good things that can happen of anything, for me. Like, not just, when I'm going through something in life, I just, for me, I might put my head down, might not, for me, but at the end of the day, I still think, like, I'm gonna get through this, I'm gonna get over it. Either way, it's still gonna hurt some way, but life goes on either way, I'm gonna get over this. Like, for me, I'm gonna level up, I got to, I have no choice but to level up. So that's how I, like, get through trials and tribulations and shit like that. Like, it's just about to level up. Like, that's how I feel about it, though.
Yeah.
Because when certain people still go through shit because they don't have they don't have a way to get out of it, like to get out of depression and shit. That was me at one point when my sister passed. I was in a real dark state. Like, I couldn't do certain shit that I really wanted to do. That's why I feel like my music, like with the music scene, I stepped down for a little bit because I didn't really have my number one supporter like I had before. So I really feel like that shit like made my music step down, but now like how I'm on the interview here, I'm back on the rise for me. So yeah.
Word, bro. Yeah, and my condolences. Like I see, like literally, like when from that situation happening all the way up to now, bro. Like if I do see you post, it's literally about her. Like
Yeah, for me.
all the time. Like, and I respect that heavily because I couldn't imagine.
Nah, that shit. For me, this shit is a crazy pain, but like I said, like life goes on, and I know that she wouldn't want me still being depressed that she's not here. I know that she's glad that I'm leveling up the way I am, like really, for me, really turn my life around, really turn the way I am around for me.
Yeah. Word, and you know, I don't want to be like a sad person or anything, cause like, I just want to ask you, like, I know, cause off camera we was talking about, you had mentioned Ozone, RP Ozone. You know, what was your relationship like with him? Like, just giving me some, you know, letting me know.
For me, that was really that was my dog. For me, the whole gang fuck with him. We all fuck with him. For me, it be times that we fell out. Like, for me, like I said, but brothers always fall out. But that's one person I can say we always bounce back from some shit, whatever it was. For me, that's one thing I can say, like, I done had talks with O that I wouldn't have talks with anybody else type shit, for me. And he know what I'm talking about, for me. I had talks with him about a lot of shit. So it's fucked up that bro not here, but it's fucked up that a few of my niggas not here, but at the end of the day, I know all of my fallen angels don't want to see me depressive that they not here. They just want to see me level up for them, for me. They want to see me glow up.
Yeah.
So I know bro looking down, proud of all of us that we just keeping his name alive and we just keep getting his check, keep doing what we gotta do. I know all of them is.
Facts. Yeah, bro. Like, great moment right now. Great moment because, bro, if there's one thing I knew about that nigga, bro, he is a funny man, bro.
Yeah, like, that nigga really funny as hell, bro.
I remember there was like, I was on like Facebook and shit. Bro, that's all like I really be watching like all y'all niggas, bro. I'd be like, niggas out here be like pussy about like supporting. I say it straight like that. Like, you know what I mean? With me, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really like a fan. Like, I remember I just always, anytime, I think I had the notification bell for whenever it'd be like, you know how some people like, it'd be like, oh, blah, blah, blah is live right now. Type shit. Like, anytime I see, I don't care if I'm at work, I know he about to say something funny. And one time he was talking about some chick dog or something like that. And he was like, he went to the store and he had to buy the dog some bologna. Like, just like stupid shit, like just dumb shit. But like, it's like, I know probably from his perspective, he really felt some kind of way, but like
That's one thing. That's one thing about bro. Like he know how to entertain. Like he know how to entertain motherfuckers. That's one thing. Cause there'll be mad times where off like him being off live or him being off the internet, just had a whole crib crying over some dumb shit he would say. And like he would really mean it though. Like he'll really mean it, but the whole crib would be laughing though.
Yeah.
Like, that's really
yeah, bro, like he was RP, bro. This shit is crazy.
Word.
Shit is crazy. But I had to speak on that moment because honestly, like anytime his name come up or anytime anything, I just always go back to just every time he like entertained me with his lives, and he was a good rapper too. Like, you know what I mean? So he really cool dude.
That's a fact. I think I got a song with bro too. I can't remember. It's mad shit in the vault that I got, bro. That I done made and I don't have, but I probably got a song with bro. I got checked though.
Word, bro. So going on from that, you've been through a lot. Obviously, you feel me? Like, honestly, you probably one of the main people I know that like really be going through shit. Like, I just be seeing, I'd be like, damn, like, oh god, like, you know what I mean? It's like it's crazy because I don't know. I feel like with you, like you be just straight up open about it. You be transparent. A lot of niggas like they just like bottled up, but you be that ass. Like you really be showing love for your people.
Feel me? Like I don't know. Like feel me? If I'm going through some shit, I wouldn't mind like explaining what I'm going through or letting it out because you just keep shit bottled up. It's gonna make shit worse about you. Like, it's gonna make you feel worse about yourself. About everything that you're going through, feel me? Because you never supposed to keep shit like anger, none of that. You're never supposed to keep that shit bottled up. If you're going through something, let somebody know. Like, it's gonna be better if you just let it out, do what you gotta do. Like, everybody needs somebody to talk to. Everybody needs a shoulder to lean on, feel me?
Yeah.
You can be alone in certain situations, but that's not gonna help you out though. It's not gonna, like, self-love is the best love, yes, but at the end of the day, we all need somebody though. That's how I see it.
So going on a positive note now, you know what I mean? What have been some like positive things that have just been like recently happening, like, that you can like talk about?
Shit, a lot of new music for me go the way. My sound get better for me. I don't know. I'm just living life I'm supposed to be now at this point. Like, just getting my bag. I was supposed to be getting it right. Feel me? Cause back then I was that fucked up. But now it's just a whole different story. I'm really on my shit now. You feel me? So on a positive note, I'm really living good.
Word. And that's good. That's always good, bro. Like, I want to see y'all niggas happy, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
I want to see my niggas moving up. You know what I mean? Even though you just be chilling, you be living your life, I be living my life, I still be watching, you know what I mean?
Type shit.
So, and it's always nice to see when niggas just like, just moving up in the world. I don't give a fuck if it's just like fucking, nigga, I don't care if you got a new pair of shoes, man.
Type shit.
You know what I mean? You got something. So, it's good that, things is going good for you. You feeling alright, aside from that, like, you got any, like, singles coming out that we can look forward to, like, any projects on the way?
Hell yeah. I got this one single called 6 Man. Shot the vid recently with my son Lynn James. Shout out Lynn James. For me, that shit gonna be fire. Word too, that shit's gonna really turn all up. I ain't gonna lie. Like, for me, it's sort of like, it's not what I really think it's gonna be though. It's some shit. And I got some other shit called Gutter. That's gonna be the one that's gonna really put me on the map type shit. But so far as projects, I'm still trying to work on that type shit. Trying to still work on the title, still trying to find like cover art shit like that. So I'll probably drop a project after I drop these 2 singles, or maybe like probably make another single and then drop that, then probably drop a project after, like, so I could put it on a project, 3 songs that's already dropped, 3 songs that wasn't, feel me, make it interesting.
Word. Sounds fire. Definitely sounds interesting as well. And you have anything else that you want to tell the audience, tell your fans, tell me, any last things you want to say?
For me, if you an artist out here, feel me, if you want work, let me know, tap in, or wherever. If you know me, you know I'm willing to work with anybody. But if you an artist though, that's what I want to say. Just keep working, just keep doing what you gotta do because you gonna get noticed one way or another. Feel me? Albany finds some way to like support people. Even though it's about a popularity thing, it just finds still one way to support somebody. So just keep working and keep doing what you're doing. And got mad music coming on the way. For me, this project coming soon. Still trying to work on it. But y'all be ready for that 6-minute video though. That shit gonna be turned up. Word.
Well, it was nice having you, bro. It was nice. Honestly, this interview, we made it happen like that, actually.
Yeah, feel me.
You know what I mean? It took no type of effort to make it happen. So
Shit.
I think that was really cool. Usually, believe it or not, it take mad long for me to set up with somebody. Usually I schedule a week ahead of time. I always schedule my shits in a week advance.
This shit was just on the spot.
Yeah, it was just I got time today. You got time today? Yeah. All right, bet.
Facts, just leak up type shit.
Word. Well, again, like I said, it was nice having you.
You already know, man.
And, with that being said, it's your boy Vader, It's on the Rise, and we out.
Like 3 p.m.